Today I will be doing some Senegalese Twist braids. I may be breaking it down into 2 days because I don't plan on making them too big or too small. So these are the things you will need: a big comb, rat tail comb, your small clips, your bigger clips. I like using the Cream of Nature for my edge, for the perfect edges. I like the Eco Yellow styling gel. You can also use the green. To me it doesn't matter. You just don't want it to flake and you want it to help hold. And for my grease for the hair, not my scalp, but for my hair, will be my Frenchie Super Grow. And then the other thing I like to use for the actual scalp is my concoction, which contains different oils in it, natural oils, and that's what I like to use for my hair. And of course, I will be using this here, 6 bags cut in half. 6 bags cut in half. So let's get started. Okay, and also I meant to tell you guys I had changed my mind about using Frenchie. I was actually going to use this, and it dawned on me after I made that first part of the clip, so I'm not going to change it. This is what I'm actually using on my hair only. As I twist, I'm putting it on my hair. And the reason for that, if you actually think about it, when your hair is in the twist, in all the natural hair, if you don't do anything to that besides just shampoo and condition, what are you doing to keep it from drying while it's in the weave? So that's why I chose something that was more of a thick consistency, more waxy, to kind of hold in the moisture for the duration. Hopefully for, I'm going to say the duration, because I don't really keep weaving my hair very long. Therefore, for me, it may be for the duration, but if I end up really liking them, then I'll just use that oil, my concoction, and, you know, treat it like a hot oil treatment. But I wanted you guys to also see how I'm starting. I parted my hair off this way. I'm going to start on a half bottom, and I parted this way, and I'm going to turn around and hopefully you guys can see the back. All I did was just pulled it all up, and I'm going to work with this half. This is my goal for today, is to do all of this today. If I'm not too tired, then I'll start, you know, climbing up. Other than that, this is the goal for today. Now, as you guys see, well, I don't know if you guys saw, so let's just do this. How long my hair is. I'm not very short. I mean, I'm not very tall. I'm 5'1", and my hair comes, here's my bra strap, so this is where my hair is. So of course you know I'm going to have to twist past my hair. For the most part, I'm going to do a trial run. I'm going to open up a bag of hair, and I'm going to cut half, and then I'm going to do the stretching. And I'm going to see if I can't test with this hair, because of course right here is where I had layers, so this is going to be a little bit shorter toward the frame of the face. So I'm going to have to take a piece like this one that's super long and see if I can get the hair to twist past that. I want it at least, I guess, an inch or two past, at least 2 inches. At least 2. Because I'm not going to be able to really dip with hot water. I'm kind of afraid to dip with hot water on my own natural hair, because hot water opens up the cuticles. So that means they're going to like be open the whole time they're in the twisties, and I don't want them open. They're closed, they're sealed right now, and I want them to stay that way. So let me do my trial run first, and I'll be back. And that way I'll let you know if I'm going to cut the whole bag of hair or if I'm going to use them straight, you know, without cutting. So I'll be back. Let me do my test. I had to come back real quick before I did the test, because I wanted to make sure everybody knew how to, I'm pretty sure we all know how to open a package. And there's no one way. You can cut the package open, do whatever you want. But I'm going to first let you see. I got 1B. I hope you guys can see that. I don't have the best camera in the world. And I thought I was just going to be able to, like, and I can just cut a little piece there to see. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. It look like it's kind of, yeah, see, it's braided. And I didn't want to mess it up. It's actually braided in here. So the first thing you want to do is slide this piece off, and then I can unbraid that. That way it's straight. And I'm still just going to cut just a piece up here. Let me pull that down. I'm just going to cut a piece up here for however thick I want it. That way if it works out, I can leave it. But if not, then of course I'll just throw that piece away. But I don't want to cut all of it in half before knowing if this is going to go past my hair or not. So I'll be back. I just wanted you guys to see how I opened the package and how I'm going to start my test run with the piece of hair instead of cutting the whole back. You do not want to cut the whole thing. Not just for a test run, no. So I'll be back. I wanted to come back and show how you stretch the hair once you cut it. So this is the end that's not cut, that I don't have to worry about stretching. But this end, you can tell it needs stretching because you can see where I've cut it and it's straight and blunt. And you do not want that like that, or the twist will come down very easily. So all I do is just grab the hair and I just start pulling little by little. Don't be in a hurry, because the better, what I've learned as I was doing it, the more you stretch it and the better that you stretch it, the better they lock when you do put them in. The better your ends will lock. And I do this throughout the whole end. And then I do go through it and kind of finger comb it to make sure it's not tangling up. I'm hoping you guys can see it. I was trying to make sure you can see it through my background with my shirt being orange and this is black, to try to help you see what I'm doing. And what I mean by finger comb is still hold this, grip right where you're at, and just finger comb it down so you know it's not matting up or tangling up on you. And when you do this too, it helps make these ends stretch a little bit more as well. And what I've learned, as I had stated how long my hair was, and that I thought that I wasn't gonna have to, that I wasn't gonna be able to continue to cut the hair. I was gonna have to start putting it in, like at least cutting 25% of it off and then do the stretching. Well, I tried that and it still was too long, so I realized if the better I stretch it, again, it did at least go 1 to 2 inches past my hair. So when I'm done, you'll notice that it's almost still the same length of my hair. I just probably got about 1 inch or 2 longer. Not very much. It's probably not, barely even. It's still at my bra strap, just a tad bit past it. And I mean literally like 1 inch. Possibly 2, and I'm pushing it if I say 2. But I wanted to make sure I showed or demonstrated. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I demonstrated how to stretch as detailed as I could, and look through there. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but make sure you're looking through there for any straight pieces that looks like it's still cut blunt. You want to get all that, because the more you stretch, the better you stretch, the better your result will be in the end. It's not that time consuming. It is a part of what you need to do, but it's not that time consuming. Go in with the mindset of what you have to do, so it doesn't seem like it's an extra added step that takes a minute And it literally does just take a minute. I've just been taking my time. Honestly, I have not been in no rush. Stuff like this, you don't do it when you got somewhere to go in a day or so, just because you may get tired or things come up, especially people with children. I watch my granddaughter a whole lot, so it's not like I just have every day all day free without stopping. And of course, if I was doing someone else's hair, though, it would probably only take me 3-4 hours, consecutive hours to do it, depending on the length. So, but this is the end that I did not have to cut. Check that out. Remember how that was at first? It was really blunt. And I would still stretch more. That's just me, because I could just still see some areas that I just want stretched. But that is up to you. But as I told you, the more you stretch, and the better you stretch, the better your result. And yes, I have gotten, let me raise the camera up, I have gotten probably a good 75% done. Right here I'm going to go a whole lot smaller than what I did throughout here. I figured, as long as I made it small enough here for when I wear it down, then it'll be full as I want it, because I don't want it too full. And then when I wear it up in a ponytail, which they kind of hurt, but I haven't oiled my scalp, which that will be last, because I want to be able to grip my hair. But so far, I think I am satisfied with how it looks. And I have dipped them. So I will be back to show you, once I get closer to the front where it's easier to demonstrate and I can see that I'm in frame, I'm going to come back and show you how I did do my twist. So I will see you momentarily. I wanted to come in and show this is what happens when you don't stretch the hair very well. You start waving your fingers through your hair once it's done, or as you're doing it, and you'll look up and this is what happens. So I'm going to come back and show how to stretch it really good and show you how I put mine in. Okay, I am back. As you can see, it is all done. I have it pulled up, and I'm going to go ahead and tell the mistake that I made, so that way if anybody else make the mistake, they know what to do. But also I want to tell you where you don't make that mistake. When doing these twists, even if you did box braids, if you guys remember the very beginning of my video, I had stated that I showed how I stretched, that you need to stretch the hair, and I showed how I did that. And I was stating that, when I got so far, I was going to have to use the hair straight, without cutting. So not true. I used 4 full bags and 1/4 of a 5th bag. So 4 1/4. Because I realized stretching, a lot of videos don't really show you how to stretch. They show you more like just to pull, kind of feathering it, but not actually to stretch the hair. So I'm going to take it down. I did my hair the way I showed you the first time. Before I even completed it, they're tight and they hurt. Before I even completed it, some were coming right back down. And that all has to do with the way you stretch it. which is very, very, very important. That little bit I did on video, yes, that's stretching. That's stretching. That's part of what you need to do when you first cut it. Now, since I have already redid it, because you know my goal was just get it all done. You can always take one down and redo it. I don't mind taking it down and redoing it for the video. It's not heavy, but it's hot. But my own natural hair is long and it's hot. That's why I do not wear my natural hair down, because it's hot. So, but I'm gonna get right into it. So let me. I'm not gonna even edit this. I'm just let me get comfortable. And I'm going to get a mirror, so excuse me if you see me looking down. Hopefully it'll make it where I'm more in frame, because I'm looking down into a mirror. And I did French braid them first. I did not twist them first. So I'm going to take, you know what, because I want this one tighter anyway. So I'm going to take this one. And I want you to look at the difference at that. Look at that. I don't know how well you guys can see. That's what keeps it from unraveling. So you got to really stretch the hair. If you don't stretch the hair, you will be doing like me. You either take it down and give up, or you're going to take it down and be redoing it. You definitely don't want to have to redo it. Now, I'm not going to re-stretch this one. I do have a piece of hair over here where I'm going to show you the re-stretch, but I want to also show how to, you know, install it. That's, I believe, to be my hair right there. We'll find out in a minute. Okay. And this is what it's going to look like when you first take it out. I'm going to put that right on up in there. But let me show you. Remember the hair, how you would take pieces. To stretch, open it up. Your fresh pieces, open it up. And you can grab it by the ends or in the middle and pull. You see that? And once you do that, hold it and straighten the hair out. You want to stretch it as much as possible where these ends will look like that, so they will gradually get thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. I mean, that is so important. Now I will be able to actually use this piece anywhere on my hair, anywhere, and it will go past my hair. Very important to stretch. I mean stretch, and I'll do that one more time. Take it and just pull. Okay, and then hold it and just pull, straighten it out. You do not want even ends. You want them to be just like that, thinned out. Okay, for this installation, you want to already have your piece parted off. And originally I did not put anything on it when I first was braiding it in. And I'm not good with tutorials of showing people how, okay? So, just gonna hold my head down and hopefully you guys can see. I just French braided in. Braid it about 2 or 3 times. And of course get a good grip. And then I just take my own natural hair and I just twist it around. But when you're twisting, you need to twist each individual strand and then twist together. Twist each individual strand, twist together. Individual strand, together. Individual strand, together. Individual strand, together. And you just keep doing it all the way down till you cannot twist anymore. It is very important to get those skinny ends, because that will keep you from having to worry about it unraveling. Once done, you can add Vaseline or whatever grease that you were using and dip it in boiling hot water. Be very careful, be cautious. I did not do the boiling process on here because I was just so ready to get done, because I basically did my hair twice. So as you can see, I have something different on. When I realized it, I just went on ahead and I was up here when I realized what was going on. So up here I didn't have to redo because I figured it out. But all this, so 75% of my head I redid before I came back on the video. I did not want to come back on and didn't know what I was talking about, didn't know how to show you the correct proper procedure to do this. And if you guys got any questions, I most definitely will answer them. Please leave the comments below. I have no problem answering your questions. And if I get enough questions, I may just redo a video and just actually show the process of me really doing my hair. But you see that? I twist all the way down. It won't come undone now. So that's the end of my video. If you would like for me to make another one a little more detailed, maybe more close up, leave a comment below. If I get enough people asking, I will, at least 5 or more. But of course, it will be when these are taken out. I just put them in for Mother's Day, and my birthday will be in 9 more days. So I probably won't leave them in past a month, no more than 2 months. So I'll try to make my next one either more detailed, or if you guys, 5 people ask me, then I'll make sure I do my next one on video and make it a little longer, maybe 20-30 minutes, more like a vlog, but it's a hair tutorial of how to do Senegalese Twist. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the confusion in the beginning, but I am learning just like most of us, most of you rather. It is kind of, it's not heavy, but I mean it's bearable. Just I feel more tight because it's tight. It's tight in my head. So thanks for watching.